Morning, folks. Another early day. I can't stop. The countertop trash bags. I'm addicted. Whoa. In other news, had Pilot's vet appointment yesterday. I thought he had a cavity. He does not. He instead has a broken tooth. And the spot I was seeing on his tooth is the root. So that sucks. But, I mean, it happens, I guess. I don't know. The lady, she didn't seem very concerned with it. Like, about how it happened or why it happened. Kind of just one of those things, like, oh, yeah, it's a broken tooth. Whoop-de-doo. She did say it's got to get pulled, though, or she would highly suggest pulling it. Since you can see the root, she said, I mean, it's potential that if he, like, maybe drinks some nasty stream water or finds some bacteria in something else, he's eating something he shouldn't eat, it can get up in there and then it would get into his bloodstream. That would be an issue. Makes sense. And, like, it would obviously at some point start being painful. He's yet to stop eating or chewing shit. So that's not a problem just yet as far as the pain goes. So really it's just mostly a concern of not wanting him to get like some type of blood-borne infection or infection in his blood. Other than that, healthy as could be. She dismissed what the Kentucky vet said, which was the Kentucky vet was like, oh yeah, he's on the borderline of being overweight. You might want to cut back his food. And I told her that, and she's like, no. And I said, that's what I thought. But that's the deal. I got duped at the store. It was like a smoking deal for little like snack bags, which I try to reuse as many times as possible, but there's only, at some point you start getting holes in them. I got duped. I was at the grocery store the other day. Seen this box. I was like, whoa, sandwich packs, $250 for like $3. That's a bargain. I'm getting them. I got them. They're the flip top ones, not the zipper ones. Really, I didn't get duped. I just wasn't fucking paying attention. What a bummer. The flip top ones like have their place in life, but not in mine. Somebody else could deal with those. I don't want to. What else? Oh, today. Is this thing already cut? I think it is. Yesterday, applied for a job in Massachusetts. Got a call back within like 5 minutes, which I was not expecting because it was well after 5 p.m. When I applied, was expecting to give a call today to follow up on it. The recruiter was like, oh yeah, it's great, when can you start, blah blah blah. I'm like, probably in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. He's like, these guys are really short-handed, they need somebody like tomorrow. And I'm like, well, tomorrow ain't gonna work, bud. So I mean, that's where I'm at. And he's like, all right, well, here, I'm gonna email you the site contact, maybe you can get a hold of them. Because then I started asking a bunch of other questions, like, when did the job start? Because of that Maryland situation. Because the job posting said it was 3+ months. Yeah, okay, 3+ months when? From now or from when it started? You know, as far as duration goes. You gotta be careful with these guys. They're not out to get you, but their whole job is to get you on the job. The recruiter, like the staffing agency, they have no other job than to put somebody in the position that the contractor is trying to fill. That is their job. I would even argue that they don't even like. I don't even think they need to find like a good fit, or they think they don't need to find a good fit, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. You know, like it's like their sole purpose is just to put a body in that position, which, whatever. So they're getting paid to do. The company pays them X amount. I don't know how much, but. So I started asking questions. The guy didn't have any information. So he's like, here, let me give you the site contacts, aka like the foreman down at the job or similar. Called him, didn't expect him to answer because, again, it was well after 5 o'clock. He answered, and started talking to him. I'm trying to like get what I want, but understand that he has things he needs. Essentially, what I'm trying to do is take the weld test while still being employed here in Maine. That way, if I fuck up, I'm not just like, well, now I don't have a job. I shouldn't be nervous, but I am. about taking a weld test. Like, that's, I feel like something, it will go away, but not until I definitely have some more experience. Because, I mean, talking to multiple people here lately, and it's, you know what I mean, like, I went to school for 6 months, welded for 6 months straight, and now I'm like 3 months out and barely have done any welding at all. Like, zero. Like, and what I have welded hasn't been circular. Which, I mean, it sounds stupid. I mean, for anybody that, like, hasn't done it, or, like, isn't in, like, a skilled trade, like, it probably doesn't make sense. But it's definitely one of those, if you don't use it, you lose it, skill sets. So, having not done a bunch of welding, period, like, at all, that's an issue. And then not having done certain disciplines of it, you know? Like, that's like saying, oh, I can play 6 instruments, you know, in the band, but I haven't really been practicing. But when I have practiced, I've only been doing the drums. But I have a job on the line for playing the guitar, and I interview tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, alright, like, hopefully this goes good. And I think music is probably a really good analogy, just because, like, if you're brand new, like, if you're new at playing multiple instruments, like, you can do it, you're capable, but it takes you a second to kind of, like, maybe get into the groove of it. Ha, get it, groove music. I did that on purpose. No, I didn't. Whereas somebody that's been playing music or instruments for 10, 15, 20 years, or even 5, you know what I mean? Like, have been playing for 5+ years, it might take you like half a second to get back into the mindset, but it's not gonna be much, you know? Just because you have that length of experience behind you of doing it, that it's kind of whatever, like, just another day. Cool, let's go. So we'll see. The dude Rich he was totally willing to work with me, and of course I played it off all like super nice, like, you know, I'm not trying to screw over these guys, meaning the people I work for now. The job ends in about 2 weeks. It doesn't end in 2 weeks. But that's just the story I told him. Like, yeah, I mean, I got a good thing going here, which I do. Like, I'm not like a shitbag. Oh. I wouldn't necessarily say that these guys really like me, but they don't have anything bad to say about me. Like, I haven't given them a chance to. So, kind of played that card, and the fact that I don't want to just, it's called dragging up, aka quitting on the spot, just being like, well, see ya, I'm gone. I said I don't want to do that. So is there any way we could, like, figure out a test? You know, like, can I come down one day later this week, you know? I was willing to call out of this job, that's fine. Hey, pilot, come here. I'm here. Good for him. He never barks. But a human just came out of nowhere. It's like 3:45 in the morning. What are you doing walking through the outlets? I mean, I guess same could be said about me. Like, what the fuck am I doing? But, oh, where was I going with all this? Oh, so, yeah. So he's cool with not, or I was cool with, like, calling out one day here, going down there to test, and then coming back up while he sends out the piece to be x-rayed. And then wait until we get the results for me to make a move. I didn't really say it like that, but I said it like, let me come test, you send it out to get shot. In that meantime, we're not just like sitting around with our thumbs up our butt. I can finish up this job, this contractor's happy. Once I'm done there, I can shoot straight over to you, be good to go. And he's like, oh yeah, that sounds good, like I feel like we could probably do that. But apparently he's got a shop up in New Hampshire, so he's saying, like, I don't even have to take a day off the job site here. I can just meet him after, like after hours, and do it. So that'd be cool. So we'll see when that happens. He said possibly today, which is Wednesday. So we'll see. We'll see. That'll be cool. This is like almost a super ideal situation because it's close by. I don't have to quit this job and just be like, man, and just like roll the dice, like hope everything goes good. Which I have to be willing to do because it's not always gonna be like this. But hopefully by then I just am much more confident. Which I think it'll come, like I said, I don't want to say eventually, because that sounds like it could be that makes it sound like it could be forever from now. But I'm gonna say after two jobs from now, because this job doesn't count because we're not welding at all. If I can get this job, which is a stainless TIG job, just doing all stainless pipe. This one, and then if I could snag a stick pipe job doing stick welding, or even combo where you do TIG and stick on pipe, that would be ideal. That would then give me enough hood time to be like, all right, what's the test? Cool. When? All right. Really, like, I wonder, I mean, me being me, I know I want to know, so I'll ask the question of what is the test. But it'll be cool to get to a point where I don't even care what the test is, just when do you want me there? Ugh. That'll be cool. That'll happen someday. Did I mention the bag? It worked really well. It's going good. I still had coffee in there. Okay. So we talked about Pilot's vet thing. We talked about the yob. I think that's it, folks. I think that's it. Where was that dude walking from? He came like in the direction away from the hotel. It's like, where was he coming from? Huh. I wonder if he shit his pants when Pilot barked. Okay. Have a good day. I'm gonna have coffee and eat my breakfast.